What's going on, beautiful people? Big blessings coming your way. It is your host with the most, Mr. Mark David Meyer with the fire, here to share ideas and take the collective vibration higher. And my sole intention is to reconcile all paradox with love and truth. I love you. This is a very special video. It's a 1 for 2. We've got the week's astrology breakdown, starting with December 26th, leading to January 2nd. So it's Tuesday to Tuesday, Mars Day with Mark. I hope you enjoy this video because there's a lot to talk about. Big changes are coming. I'm gonna put you on game right quick. So here's the structure for the video. Like I said, this is a 1 for 2. This is a special one. We're gonna talk about the week's astrology, where we are right now, where we're gonna end up on next Tuesday. And then we're going to talk about this full moon that's happening today, which you can actually see in the chart right now, right here. And we'll talk about it. And then we're going to talk about the full moon in all of the 12 signs. So it's going to be a very detailed, very thorough approach to the energies that we're all experiencing right now. And straight up, the full moon is a culmination of a cycle. So with us turning the wheel and the Gregorian calendar and stepping into 2024, what I'm about to do is tell you guys what the year is about to start with and also what we're leaving behind at the same time. And that's a rhyme. So divine. 10th house Jupiter Aquarius, some good shit for the world right now. I'm so glad you clicked on this video. So if you enjoy this at any time, make sure you hit the like button. And also, I just want to say before we get started, Simplified Astrology is open for you to join and study and know yourself through astrology. It's vitally important that you see yourself through your chart and learn how to read your chart so you can put your life in a proper perspective. And on New Year's Day, I will increase the price. So do yourself a favor, get yourself that gift. All right, make that investment in yourself. So, it's Capricorn season. We are 5 days into Capricorn. We had the winter solstice come a couple days ago, 5 to be precise. And that's just gonna say we got 25 more days of Capricorn. So shout out to the Capricorns. You guys make great leaders. And we have access to this energy regardless if you are a Capricorn or not. So 1 week from now, the sun will be at 12 degrees because the sun will move 1 degree a day. So like I said, we're going to have about 25 more days, 30 degrees. And what this really means, my friends, is it's time to build. It's time to organize, time to get shit done. And this is about direction. What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your resources? Capricorn is the goat. And the goat knows what it wants, okay? So if you don't know what you want, you better start there, my friend. That's ultimately the beginning of something amazing. And I just want to say, this just fell on my lap. This is beautiful. I love this. 2 of Cups. So let's see, Spirit. Before we get any further into this, gang, we set our intentions. That's the whole point. If we're intentional with everything in our life, everything we intend should manifest. If we make this for the best and highest good of all, with harm to none. Spirit, what is the message that the collective needs to hear for our ultimate benefit, to bring us on the path of our best and highest good with the highest leverage and least resistance? What's the best way to take advantage of these energies that we have available to us? I open myself to receive. What's up, spirit guides? If there's a will, there's a way. Even if it doesn't feel like it, if there's a will, there's a way, okay? It might not feel like it for real. It might feel like the exact opposite. I don't know. But if there's a will, there's a way. Okay? You know what they say. Think about it. Think about it. So full moon is the culmination of the lunar cycle. And you'll see the sun and the moon dance around the chart. Think about it this way, guys. The sun moves around the chart once a year because this is geocentric. And then the moon is going around the earth every 29 days. So the moon is going to be circling this thing really quick while the sun is like... And the moon is our emotions. The sun is really our identity and our energy pushed out. It's like the inner The inner and the outer, the moon, the sun. We know this. I'm just trying to put us all on a baseline right quick. But that's going to say, while you look at that moon and it's filling up with light and then it's shedding its light and it's filling up with light and it's shedding its light, that's going to reflect your emotional patterns for real. So when it comes to the full moon, this talks about your heart is full. You can't take in more emotion. You have to let emotion out so you can go further, basically. And you'll see that reflected through correspondence in the physical moon shrinking in light, waning now. Because 1 week from now, my friends, because we're on the full moon today, we'll be in the last quarter. And that's going to be a Libra moon, Capricorn sun, Libra moon, cardinal. And then we're going to get into the Capricorn new moon. Yeah. So you'll see how that plays out. There's a rhythm to this. But here's the deal. I'm going to make it simple right now. Full moon in Cancer talks about opening your heart, letting go of stuck emotions, processing your feelings. That talks about letting shit go. And ultimately, what's crazy about this, what I've been downloading with this, guys, is that you can choose how you want to feel. You can choose how you want to feel, even if it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes our patterns, our choices even, because of our patterns, are conditioned by our feelings and our negative experiences. You know, so we got to break our patterns by choosing how you want to feel. This is crazy. Look at all these aces. Just talking, speak positive thoughts, man, to reconcile your life. I was saying this on live today earlier. You have to choose how you want to feel. You got to choose, even if you don't feel it right now, man. I want you to say, I feel amazing. I feel amazing all the time. If we push the right levers, if we do the right things with our body and our mind, we can make that result happen, literally. I feel amazing all the time. Make sure you sit in a powerful posture, you know, because your body will mirror your emotional states, which is really important. I was listening to Tony Robbins, my friends. This isn't even a digression. This is really powerful. Tony Robbins changed my life, and he's one of the best speakers and transformative coaches in the world, straight up. And he was talking about, you know, the mind-body link, psychosomatic, how your body mirrors your mind and emotions. And he kind of put it in the phrase that you aren't depressed. Depression is not something you have. Depression is something you do. You know, if you look at somebody who's depressed, if you've ever been depressed, you know, you probably don't carry your shoulders too high. You know, you might slouch. You might stay in bed. I don't say this to judge. I say this to reflect, you know. But while it might be hard for those people in that state to do this, it's worth the effort to fix your damn posture, to breathe, you know, and to stand powerfully. That will trigger emotional release, but you got to be gentle with yourself, but you got to set the pace. You got to see what it is that you want and go after it. And I see a lack of clarity is really hard to deal with. You know, that's the place to start is, what do you want? That's literally the answer. 2024 will be exactly the same for you if you don't change something, man. That's what it is. I give this message like every fucking year, dude. So you know that in your heart to be true. It's like, the thing about the full moon in Cancer is that you have to have a sense of connection through your heart to find direction in this life. A lot of us literally talk about and know that we create our reality. That your belief creates your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. You know, you might say these things regularly, but that's also going to say that, you know, you have to be able to listen to your heart. Because your heart will speak and think and talk to you, you know? So you have to listen to your feelings. You have to feel your feelings on top of that. That's what this is about, that Aquarius Venus energy. And 10th house, yeah, you gotta learn how to love feeling your feelings. We all do. Because that's really damn near the hardest part of life as people, straight up. And also, I want to say, guys, that Earth is going through some changes right now. Not to be woo-woo or mystical, but at the same time, it kind of is. We're vibrating at a higher frequency. What's the message here, Spirit? What's the message here? Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, so this is removing negative energy from our life. That's another thing that this full moon has to do with. Beyond the personal releases we're going to be going through in our bodies and selves, this reflects our personal life, guys. So, you know, what you might be seeing with this cycle is detoxing your circle, detoxing your friend group, or literally cutting people off, having to set hard boundaries. People that took advantage of you, took your kindness for weakness. People that really weren't there for you, but they profited off your energy, is what this is. So that's the thing, guys. We need reciprocity. We need love. Ultimately, that's what Cancer represents to me, guys, is that, you know, Cancer is the moon. It's our heart energy. It's how we connect, how we feel, our heartstrings, basically. So when it comes to connection and cord and whatever, you need reciprocity or love in that connection, man, or else we're not doing it. So that's what I'm seeing here, is that if it's not adding to your stability, if it's not adding to your prosperity, we're cutting it off. We're getting rid of it. Confirmation. Yeah, you heard that. Yeah, gang, because we're tired of being drained and dry and depleted and not having resources. Because here's the thing, guys. I want to say, with the energy being so high, you'll see this in this. Let me go back a little bit to the exact moment of the full moon. This full moon has some hard aspects to Uranus. And the aspects in the full moon are going to talk generally about how this cycle ends, basically. And the thing about this one, guys, is that the sun is making about a 135-degree angle to Uranus in Taurus. And that's what this green line is. That's a sesquiquadrant, 135. And that's going to say that the moon is making a semi-square. So the moon's about 45 degrees away from Uranus. And this is a hard harmonic aspect. It's not good or bad, but at the same time, it's going to say that this shit's rough. All right. And what that means is, let me talk about this. Uranus is really about change and the future and freedom. And this is going to talk about, in this cycle, you have a very strong vision. You know where you want to go and you feel like you can do it. Your will is it's a strong will that you have, basically, and some sense of purpose or direction. All right. But what this one really talks about ultimately is that there's things that we don't plan for. There's things nobody knows about, things that nobody fucking accounts for. So while you're very excited to leap to the future, very excited to build something new, this often talks about missing something and not even understanding how we got here in the first place. So fool in reverse, dead ass jumping to your doom. Like, be careful and be empirical, be systematic. You know, trust your faith, trust the universe, trust your actions, trust yourself, but don't be disorganized. And this wishful thinking's gotta fucking go, dude. It's like hope in one hand, bullshit in the other one. Which fills up first? That's cold, but it's like, I hope you take that to heart, man, because if you want your dreams to manifest this year, you have to make a goddamn plan. How can you put yourself in a position where you can't fail? The mastery of the material world, that's what this talks about. I want to tell you guys, ultimately, you get paid for solving problems. You get paid to think. That should take pressure off of you. That should help you slow down and really find a direction for yourself. And beyond the money, you know, that's going to be the best way to find your place in the world, is just to think it through. Ultimately, that's what this talks about. And I want to say one more thing about the Uranus energy in this full moon. This says that while you are upgrading and you are evolving, elevating, becoming a more powerful person, and therefore having more agency in your life, you have to remember you can only lead another person as far as you've led yourself, and you can't even force your will upon them still. So be a good leader, lead by example, practice what you preach. Because this is evolving the mind, elevating. And Mercury is retrograde as fuck right now, y'all. The cool thing is Mercury is going to be direct at the end of the week. Come Tuesday, the 2nd of January, Mercury will be direct. So Mercury is going to start at 25 degrees Sagittarius this week on Tuesday, and then it'll back up to about 22. And that's where it stations direct, okay? So Mercury in Sagittarius, this is how everybody's thinking right now. This is what you all must be thinking, right? Like, Mercury in Sagittarius is like, yo, isn't this shit wild, bro? Damn, oh, fuck. Just be knocking shit over on my desk, man. That's the story of a Mercury retrograde. You know, kind of like Mercury Gemini energy, you know. Just pulling pictures because they're pretty to look at, but Mercury retrograde is another fucking reason to be organized, to be cleaning and making things make sense in your environment. So you're not being caught up on the clutter or the chaos or the disorganized energy. This is like clean the desk, clean your house, clean your room, clean your car, all that beautiful stuff. And things are gonna flow a lot more smooth. Mercury in Sagittarius, my friends, this is about the big picture. The big picture. It's like Sagittarius is our place in the cosmos and questions and philosophy. So we might be pondering the depths, pondering the orb, pondering all types of beautiful things, trying to figure out what to do, where to go. And I will say that this makes life a little bit more exciting. It makes life a little bit more mysterious, even. One thing about Mercury, I will tell you 2 things about Mercury. Ooh, okay, so the first thing, guys, I should really point this out first. This big red square from Mercury to Neptune, that's a perfect 90 degrees, and that just says, oh please, oh my, how are we getting by? I'm asking you guys. You might be overwhelmed, you might be overstimulated. This is a lot to think about. This is also, again, the big picture, but looking at the symbols in the picture to try to find a deeper meaning. Like the Mercury Neptune is like one circle that creates a full circle, and then every point of that circle creates another dimension, and it's like you might be having psychic insights and flashes and all types of downloads yourself. Dreams might be hitting like crazy. For some people, I don't like saying this, but I just hope this helps somebody with empathy, to feel empathized, because I feel like somebody's being overwhelmed by their thoughts with this same one. So I encourage you to ground yourself, because this one doesn't feel the most grounded, this Mercury-Neptune square. Because here's the thing about Neptune, my friends. You know, we know Mercury is about thinking, but Neptune is really about the whole culture, the whole world. It's really like Venus amplified. If you want to understand Neptune, just know that it's Venus turned up to the next level. So that's unconditional love and how we transcend ourselves, basically. And this says that we have boundless thoughts right now, and we're connected to the whole ocean and connected to the world, basically. And that's going to make you want to do something that's good for everybody, or choose love, choose compassion, choose giving. You might be too psychically connected to people right now. So it's like, this tells me there's a need for psychic protection always, but now more than ever, just because you might be picking up on all types of radio waves, because the bands are getting like wider with this one. So you're gonna have to have some fun, create something too, man. I want to be clear. This one says like, create something beautiful for the world with this great energy. I'm sorry I'm pessimistic sometimes, y'all, because I feel like I explain the very worst of it, but this also can be a very beautiful thing, genuinely, in the sense that when you're sitting here with all that energy, you could do something awesome with it, genuinely. Can transform yourself, but this also just looks like an excess of emotion too when it comes to our bodies. One thing about Mercury, my friends, I really want this to be understood and kind of be clear about this and why maybe, but Mercury in the chart in transit can show us how our bodies are working. This is the ruler of Virgo, for real. So the internal impulses and even the perception is governed by Mercury, which is crazy. So Mercury On top, I said two things. On top of that square to Neptune, Mercury is really close to Mars. And we're going to see a conjunction this week. And that's going to be on Wednesday, tomorrow. Mercury is going to go conjunct Mars. And this just talks about being hot-headed, being direct in thought and speech, and that's going to help a lot with our organization. But ultimately, what needs to happen is there needs to be a direction for our energy and even our passion or our aggression, so it doesn't get inflicted on ourselves or our environment or things we care about, people we care about, you know? This is a lot of power. And with great power comes great responsibility. So we gotta maybe create a new project, a new labor of love, something to be proud of, something we can give to the world. Because that's what this is about, gang. In addition to these energies, I want to say, because this builds up into the full moon energy, and we're going to go over the major ingresses one by one. So the full moon this time, in addition to those hard angles to Uranus, they are going to be making some good angles to Jupiter. Jupiter is in Taurus at 5 degrees, and that's a trine, a complete, perfect 120. Oh my goodness, man. So there's a gift here, my friends, and the gift here is growth. The gift is perspective. The gift is faith and optimism. No matter what life has for you right now, the fact that you can rise above it through your spiritual nature is everything right now. That's literally everything right now. If you can lean into that, man, trust me, you're going to be blessed. It's really about creative visualization. When you're hung up on that cross, whatever that happens to be, what do you see? Ultimately, you create that. Have a firm conviction in what you see, what you create, what you want to create. You have the power to do that. That's also a Mercury-Neptune thing, I should say, is like having the power to redirect that part of you that makes an image, that makes pictures. That's going to change your life. Because you can't go for something, you can't shoot if there's no target, basically. So you have to go inside of yourself to find something. Okay? Ultimately. So anytime we have like a full moon or opposition, you know, that trine is going to make the sextile to the moon. So the opportunities to grow emotionally as well. The gift is seeing higher perspectives and higher opportunities. And then the opportunity to grow emotionally is how that plays out on the moon end, okay? Or to transform your personal life, or to expand meaning into your friend groups or your loved ones. Lots of love. So on another note, this is a very exciting week for a multitude of reasons. We're going to get into the full moon after we do a couple more inner planets, but Venus is moving signs this week. Venus has been dragging her ass through Scorpio, and we love Venus. She's beautiful. She represents everything we need and everything we like, and also how we relate to ourselves, and that's how we relate to everybody. And that's that Venus energy right here as well. Venus in Scorpio is the depths, man. That's an intense love. And this is talking about evolving your love, powerful love, loving with your soul. So relationships are getting pretty serious around now. Or you may be just soul searching. Like I said, relationships is a lot of people. Ultimately, you have a relationship with yourself. But this just says every relationship is deep right now. We're kind of seeing that. And that might say that if we have people that we love, that we care about, we might feel very attached to them. I also feel with this one, there's a deep need for privacy in our own personal lives too. So it'll go both ways with what I just said. And Venus in Scorpio right now, this talks about attachment, getting attached. And Jupiter Libra energy. What this message here ultimately is for this transit is treat people the way you want to be treated. Be fair to people. Treat yourself the way you want other people to treat you. Make it make sense. Balance it on both ways. Don't let people take advantage of you. Don't take advantage of people. Very simple. It's not that hard. But this also says that, be careful. That your faith with people, your tendency to, your naivety, man, that tendency to give people the benefit of the doubt, that does play harm to you or limit your life. That's what this says. It says, like, it's good to have an open heart, but you just have to make sure you can put yourself in a position where people can't harm or interrupt you. Genuinely is what the message is with this one. Some people are shitty people, or they don't even know how to be a good person. And it's sometimes beyond judging a person. It's like sometimes people are not healthy for you, So it's worth self-reflection, but it's also worth just honestly asking yourself if people are enhancing your life or depleting your resources. And then it's perfectly okay to say, actually, no more depleting my resources. And then doing everything in your power to communicate that, and then put yourself and them in a position where they cannot deplete your resources. Real shit. 2626. Like, no more of that shit. It's not happening. You say, fuck no, I've suffered enough. Fuck no. You say, fuck no, boy. Fuck no, bitch, boy. Just like that. Fuck no, bitch, boy. Fuck no. So here's the thing, guys. Let's talk about it. On Friday, on Venus Day, how beautiful. On Venus Day, Venus is going to move signs to Sagittarius. This has swag. Wow. Inside joke. It's all good. If you know, you know. Venus and Sagittarius. This is freeing our love, freeing the heart. Oh, yeah. We've been talking about the Sagittarius energy. This is that expansion, that big picture, that great perspective in the journey. It's an unbounded, Jupiterian, expansive, meaningful energy. Keyword, keyword, keyword. So what the fuck does that mean? Venus and Sag essentially is about adding depth and meaning to your goddamn relationships and asking the question to your people, what the fuck are we doing here, y'all? I love you. I want to see you shine. I appreciate you. We the best. So what the fuck are we doing to hit the next level? Are we building together? Are we going the same direction? We doing the same thing? What do you believe is possible? Because your beliefs are setting a limit on your life, and I gotta know what the fuck you think is possible for you if you're trying to go in my direction. You feel me? This is about getting aligned with your partners, my friends. Do you feel what I'm saying? If you feel what I'm saying, please put in the comments, I'm ready for growth. Ooh, because we're ready for growth, man. We're ready to put expansion into this shit, to get more and to give more, to have a more meaningful life. And on some level, this energy talks about recognizing everybody as a teacher. This is going to be very important to consider when it comes to romance, your friends, and even strangers, is that the way you feel about people is generally the way you feel about yourself, truly. It takes a lot of introspection, but sometimes the details are glaringly obvious. That the things we criticize about others is things we've yet to accept within ourselves. And that stands to reason that the things that you don't like about yourself is also what's going to irritate you in others. So it's worth looking at it both ways and just realizing how powerful judgment is. Truly, how powerful judgment is. And when Venus goes into Sagittarius, we got Venus breaking that, well, she's not breaking that yet, but she's going to make that square to Saturn. It's a cold world, man. It's so cold in the D. how the fuck we keep peace. You feel me? The Venus square Saturn is about building real bonds. And that's going to take tough conversations sometimes. That's going to talk about directness. And on some levels, this talks about fear getting in the way of your motherfucking love. And that's a old story. Old news like CNN. But at the same time, same shit, different day. So it's like, hey, this is trust issues. Let me be clear. Trust issues. You can only trust somebody as far as you trust yourself. People are going to do what they're going to do, man. If you love something, set it free. If you love somebody, set them free. That's what this is about. Ultimately, this energy is about having fucking fun with a partner and your friends and growing together. And that's freedom for everybody. Give people the freedom you want. Ask them to do the same. Align on vision, values, and go crazy. Had the best time. No problems. Ooh, shit. We got Chiron making a sesquiquadrate to Venus. That green line. And this is talking about, this opening of the heart might be painful. For real. And new perspectives are going to create meaningful growth for us, but that might be hard for us to accept because it's going to challenge our paradigms and force us to take new accountability, new awareness. So I just want to say, keep it real with yourself and just remember, if you knew better, you do better. That's the price of learning and being successful, is feeling stupid sometimes. So, ultimately that's going to be important with this one, to let go of fear and let go of insecurity and let go of embarrassment. And I wish I would have said that shit earlier, fam, because ultimately that's like a whole theme of the full moon, truly. But real important. If you knew better, you do better. Allow yourself to learn. So one thing about Mars, let me tell you, Mars is in Sagittarius. We talked about this conjunct Mercury and how it's going to add some directness to our minds. But another thing, Mars rules our energy. It rules our intentions and our power. And Sagittarius is growth. So this is just going to say that energy is high right now, y'all. And it's going to be important to ground yourself with deep breathing and intention. Slow the fuck down. That's the message with Mars and Sagittarius. Because at the end of the week, Mars is still going to be in Sagittarius, but 28 degrees. So we're getting to the tail end of it. But this is going to say that it's about trying to take meaningful actions. Get more with less. Take less action and get more. Look for the meaning. Slow down. Look for leverage. Is ultimately what that one is about. And on another level, if you want to get a little deeper and philosophical, it's like it doesn't matter how hard you dunk if you just dunked on your own goal. You know what I mean? Like, basically. So alignment over quality. Wait, what? Damn, bro. Mercury just went into my mouth. I'm sorry. Put my foot in my mouth. Alignment over quantity and action. Doesn't matter what action you do. Alignment over action. Simplify it. Alignment over action. Good Lord, Mark. You gotta take, I'm gonna give myself that same message. I gotta take my time. I'm gonna take my time with it, and it's all good. Alignment over action. That was the message. I got Chiron in the third house, y'all. You gotta bear with me sometimes. It's rough out here, but we making do. We making do. So, alignment over action. Remember that. Alignment over action. Before you do, make sure you're going in the right direction. Not to think too much, you can't be too afraid. This also says you got to have some confidence. You do have to just have some trust and some faith sometimes. But ultimately, you need to ask yourself, what is the result? Sagittarius kind of rules questions in a broad sense. And this is going to say that our life is kind of limited by the questions we're willing to ask ourselves right now. And I think generally often, even in different transits, but what's my result? Ask yourself that often. You're going to grow a lot and very quickly. So one thing about Sagittarius is that's Jupiter's energy. Jupiter is in Taurus, and Jupiter is going to go direct at the end of the year on New Year's Eve. And Jupiter rules luck and growth and expansion, all the Sagittarius things, truly, and all the Pisces things too. So, dreams and imagination and spirituality and mysticism and our unconscious channels. Jupiter is a very powerful planet that we would do well to understand in our natal chart. If you don't understand your Jupiter, your life doesn't make as much sense as it could. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm just being honest. If you don't understand your Jupiter, you're missing a level of meaning in your life. And if you're my Pluto Sagittarius gang, which you might not know at that point, but no offense, because it's a whole map, you feel me? You go from one to the next to the next to the next. You need to join Simplified Astrology. You need to join it now, before New Year's Eve, because once that Jupiter goes direct, price is going to go up to $4.99. So you get it for $144, and that would be wise. But Jupiter in Taurus talks about how we all grow right now. And honestly, gang, the beautiful thing about Jupiter in Taurus talks about giving and tuning into love and creating abundance for other people. And by helping other people prosper, you yourself can prosper as well. That's what that's about. Ultimately, is that if you ground yourself, if you're grateful, grounded, and you appreciate everything that you have right now, you'll attract more blessings. You'll attract expansion for yourself. You'll attract abundance. And on some level, that's going to say believing in spite of anything that you are going through, that you still have it. Your abundance doesn't come from the material. This is the real optical illusion, let me tell you guys. On my Saturn Taurus, let me tell you the message. The optical illusion is that our resources come from the physical world. They don't. I don't care how broke or fucked up you feel or think you are. Remember, your resources comes from your mind. You can always be a success. You can always be abundant. You can always be the gift. You can always be a hero. You can always be a leader. You can always be a success. You just have to remember that and be grateful for your life. Even if you don't like it, just be grateful for it. Because life beats the hell out of not living. Giving is receiving. So honor your gifts. One thing about Jupiter, which is a little known fact, I will say that Jupiter exalts in the sign of Cancer. So that speaks to the nature of the planet itself. And that says that Jupiter is really about internal growth on some level. And it rules our intuition and our psychic abilities too. And this talks about needing to release the past to continue to grow. You can't really leave something until you love it. Okay? So until we choose to love, we can't expand, basically. So there's a need for forgiveness when it comes to our relationships, especially with oneself. Forgiveness. Jupiter switching directions talks about things making sense again. Getting back on track. And we got a trine to Lilith as well. And I just take it that there's deep reconciliation in the air right now, and people are really figuring themselves out, or they're asking the right questions, rather, perhaps at the same time, I should say. But there's a lot of surrendering that's had to happen in this last couple months with that Jupiter retrograde. It has been feeling like loss, and some people might not have been seeing the abundance. What I'm trying to tell y'all is that inner wealth, it's that inner resourcefulness and resilience that when life takes everything from you, what you keep is your intellectual property and your emotional memories. So you just got to remember that your mind and your feelings, you have control over them. So always be in the energy of gratitude. Get yourself in a high state as best as you can, with your mind and body. I don't say that to spiritually bypass, gang. No toxic positivity, but because I saw that page of cups in reverse, I was going to say, because that looked like a lot of pain, man. There was a lot of shit we've been through, not to invalidate anybody's struggles, man, but to really realize that the universe is a gift. It's one thing. And ultimately, what that means to me, the universe always looks out for itself. So therefore, you're always safe. So that's awesome. All right. And Saturn is direct as well. And Saturn is ruled by Jupiter. So that's one thing I want to talk about when it comes to this Capricorn season, is that Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And this really is going to govern the structuring of our lives, how we see reality, and what we're doing, basically. Pisces is the inner world, the imagination. So this is building our dreams. We've got some years to really sort out a big picture thing. You got your whole life, really, but that's the focus. And on some level, this talks about, why are you sacrificing? What's the meaning of it? Trying to link your energy to something that's good for everybody, so you can feel the fulfillment of giving, like we talked about. But on some level, this also talks about not being too fucking hard on yourself and not holding yourself to standards or ideals or levels that are unattainable, and then making yourself feel like a failure because you exist. Because that's fucked up, man. And that's like one of the weirdest and most unconscious forms of self-harm. Not even to say, I know that might sound critical. I'm not saying that as a form of like offense. I relate. That shit just hard, So ultimately, I think the question is, do you have beliefs that support your well-being? You have the power to change what you believe. And immediately I feel the question is how. I want you to just say, I choose to believe that the world is good. I choose to believe that I'm good. Verbally say that I choose to believe I attract miracles. And when you say this, something will happen inside of you. Something will happen in the universe. That's one way to change your belief. Use your words as spells. I choose to believe X, Y, Z. That will be a very powerful spell over these couple years, 2 to 3 years with Saturn and Pisces. If y'all leverage that, you will change your fucking life. I'm trying to tell y'all. When you find yourself having problems, if you feel like you're stuck or you're broke or you tried everything or you're out of options, I choose to believe I have infinite options. You get what I'm saying? Find where you feel fucking stuck by the universe and then fix your paradigm, is what God's trying to tell us right now. Is that you create your goddamn world through the things you choose to believe. And let me be clear, guys. With this Mars and Sag and this Saturn and Pisces, a lot of people are pissed at God because of the shit they choose to believe. And that's not fair. That's not fair to God or you, really. So let's not do that. Did you forget that you were a god or a goddess? Your inner world is your operant power, which is the crazy part. So I think you guys kind of get the gist of the full moon, quite literally, because we talked about a lot of the aspects as we built up into this, which is kind of great, because that's going to put us really at the house breakdown. And I want to put Cancer on the rising, and we're going to do this full moon in the first house. And then we're going to go house by house. We're going to have a great time. And I hope you guys enjoy this. And if you are, please leave that like and maybe a comment too. I would appreciate it. Just to see what's going on. I'm going to flippity flip the oracle cards and just leave them over here. And we'll see what's going on. And let's go full circle before we jump into the houses, because we're running at good time right now. And we're just going to go 1 through 12. And what I mean is houses. So you may notice on the zodiac wheel, we're running backwards. But that's going to mean we're starting with the full moon in the first, Cancer rising, full moon in the second, which would be Gemini rising, and then so on and so forth. And let's refresh ourselves, because Cancer is the sign of the moon. And I know the moon is here right now, but I mean that twice. Cancer is the sign that the moon rules. This is the crab. It's all about defensiveness and protection and our home, our heart, our inner world. The moon lights up the night sky as opposed to the sun in the day. So this is the inner world, you know. This is your feelings, your emotions, your psychic abilities, your spirit on some level, your soul, I could even say. The moon shows us where we find our comfort and our security, okay? So when it comes to this full moon peaking, because we are halfway through the lunar cycle, meaning the sun in Capricorn is on one side of us as a planet Earth, and then we've got the moon on the whole other side of the planet. So when we look at the moon, the sun will be shining its full face on the full moon, reflecting it right back to us, and that's why you see the full moon in the sky, basically. And that's why you can see it in the astrology chart. So I just hope we're all clear on that, because we'll see this every time, and that's how you'll be able to track the full new moon cycle. But the thing about the full moon, one more time, is that you are going to let things go at this time, because we're literally getting new energy, or there's a peak, there's a culmination. It doesn't get any brighter. Now the energy wanes out of the moon. 1 week from now, we will be in the last quarter. So we're starting the cycle of release once again. And this happens every month, but we're starting it once again. And this time it's personal with the Cancer energy. And that just talks about letting go of personal insecurities, personal fears, things that might have embarrassed you. This could also be family, friends, things in your environment that have to go, that have been interrupting you or making you feel less than yourself. Insecurities protect us from something, so that's worth questioning when it comes to what you're releasing within your life. Because for the Cancer rising's first house full moon, ultimately this cycle you've been going through, because it's peaking now, the cycle you've been going through is about self-reflection. And who am I? How do I create the world? What do I want? It's all about you. It's personal shit. So I would really encourage you guys listening to me on this breakdown, if you are a Cancer rising, I would really recommend you look for your moon in your chart and then listen to the breakdown for that sign or house, because that's going to hit as well based on how you feel, how your life is correlated. But yeah, this time is personal. We're letting go of some deep shit. What's the message for the Cancer risings with the first house full moon? So one thing I know off the rip is if you got Pluto in Capricorn and you're 7th in the whole sign house, sun going there, you know, this is a great time to reflect on your growth and give yourself your flowers for your accomplishments, all the things that you've made come true. Because I was seeing, you know, you might not have made all of them come true, but you've definitely come a really long way and done a lot of good stuff for yourself. You know, so look on the bright side is what that is, ultimately. Yeah, because this is saying, like, you're also this self-reflection is humbling too, with that 7th house Capricorn. So yeah, that's gonna just say, be nice to yourself, be kind and be gentle, and recognize that you are very powerful and good things are coming. Jupiter in the 11th. And I'm saying to you Cancer risings, your hearts may be kind of hurting right now because there's a lot that's being processed within your physical body. So it may be worth looking into getting a massage, getting your back rubbed, swap a massage with your friends or your lover, and decompress, ground yourself if you can outside. That would also help. But to breathe deeper and let the pressure and the tension come off of your back, because that's what I feel with you guys, is that there's like a tension that you guys have from all the processing emotionally, and also a little bit of like tenderness in the heart, you may want to rock with some rose quartz or some moonstone or something like that. Or some selenite, that could be a good one to open the heart more gently. I see a clean, fresh start. That's really cool. That's really cool. A clean, fresh start, you know. Focusing on your growth, focusing on what's making you happy, purifying your energy, staying focused on yourself, basically cleaning up your circle, cleaning up your associates. Not letting the wrong energies in your temple, basically. Communicating your boundaries and needs. And I'm also taking for y'all, it's really about using your feelings as directions right now. And always, to be quite frank. But yeah, right now especially, trust the way you motherfucking feel, guys. Because I don't know what you're going through in your life, but it's vitally important for you, listening to me right now. You need to have a sense of direction in your life that comes from your heart. That's what the fuck the message is, okay? If you can only give yourself one thing this year before we turn the wheel, before you go through 2024, give yourself a sense of direction from your heart, and you will thank yourself for eternity. Some of y'all found that shit a long time ago, man, so keep thanking yourself now. Or start thinking, perhaps. But either way, you guys need to recognize your blessings and just count them up, count them up, count them up, count them. Don't give thanks for the things that you're not grateful for as like a form of abusing your empathy or, you know, like taking on weird forms of guilt. If something is causing you stress, causing you conflict, express that shit is what I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen to your emotions and don't intellectualize them or give people the benefit of the doubt or tell yourself your feelings don't matter because you don't think that they're gonna help somebody directly. You matter. Your feelings fucking matter. I don't give a damn if nobody gives a fuck about your feelings. I need you to know they fucking matter, and you need to see it that way. Even like this, some Saturn Pisces on this edge. It's like, dude, even if, because what I'm feeling also is like, there's some shit that you suffer from that you can't even put into fucking words, dude. So how could you articulate that shit to somebody? So, you know, just realize your feelings do matter, and they are like a code sometimes. You need to honor them and just realize that expressing them is healthy. That's the beauty of the Cancer moon, is that this is about expressing our feelings, just letting them out. So ultimately, y'all just keep focusing on letting go and letting go and letting go and letting that be your superpower. The fact that you can let go because you can connect to, that's the message I said earlier, but you can't leave something if you don't love it. You have to send love to that before you let it go, before it stops burdening you. Just send love to it. And that will be your superpower, is your love, okay? That'll keep you infinitely replenished, keep you whole, keep you light, keep you excited. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's awesome. Help you get past all the fuckery, all your obstacles too, man. Because ultimately, it's just about redirecting your energy. Easier said than done, right? But yeah, that's what it is. Redirecting our energy. If you want to be a master manifester, that's the message. You just have to learn how to redirect your energy. All right. So let's get into the, because I'm dropping straight gems, gang. Let's move on. Let's move on to the full moon in the second house, because that motherfucker's spitting. So I say let's back it up that way. So Gemini rising. So the full moon in the second house, this one really is gonna reflect your money, your finances. Spirit, what's the message for the Gemini risings? This is letting go of financial stress, financial burdens. You might be organizing your resources right now, budgeting, planning, making it make sense. You might be planting seeds, getting a new job, occupation, or, you know, brushing up on your skills. But another thing about the second house is that this is our value system and our morals sometimes too, by that same logic. So this talks about you guys are really stepping into a deeper level of integrity, a deeper level of truth. And that comes with a level of responsibility, but it also comes with a level of freedom. And that says you guys are feeling more comfortable in the world, comfortable in yourselves. But you just got to release fears concerning lack, release fears concerning judgment and being incorrect. Because that's that same energy, you know? 10th house, Gemini, Neptune. And that feels like having big dreams and goals and having a hard time seeing them out to some form of conclusion, basically. So I think this does talk about organization and proper planning for you guys, and just making sure that you're clear about the direction you want to take on some level, on the practical details. Because it's probably not money holding you back in a lot of cases. It might just be that it might just be literally that you're overwhelmed or scared or distracted, basically. And I take it for some of you guys, you might have felt like you tried everything, but you need to keep thinking. You need to really be more optimistic and stop getting distracted, simply. But also what I'm seeing with this one is like, don't be afraid that the world won't receive your gifts, because that's kind of bullshit, man. You know, it's a legitimate fear, I will say. It makes sense, but you got to really trust that your gift is special. Your gift is powerful. And even if the world doesn't love it, you need to love it because it's your gift. And I'm also taking that negative past experiences have put a damper on expectations too. So you need to just remember that more is possible. You're called to it. So it's coming your way, and keep that faith. I see you got faith. Things are turning, deep lessons are happening for you, and there's a stirring up in your life, and you just got to really keep a positive attitude, positive energy, even in the face of uncertainty. And this full moon in the second for you Gemini risings tells me that it's really important that you regulate your state. What I mean is find ways to make yourself feel good and to enjoy your life, whether that's song, dance, and play, or games, or your favorite snacks and treats. Do what you need to do to feel good. Take care of your body. That's what that is. This could be about organizing your home, decorating your interior, or wearing clothes you like more. It could be making sweet love. It could be a lot of things. I'm just being honest, man. Love could be like more lover, just being honest. But letting go of the fear of lack, that's one thing that's holding you back. Not the letting go of it, but the not letting go of it. All right, gang. Gemini risings, may you be so blessed. May you manifest all that you desire in this lifetime. ×9. That's crazy. That's a lot to take in. So we're going to talk about third house full moon, which is kind of crazy. That's similar to the Gemini energy. And I feel like these two were kind of blending together. Because if you're a Taurus rising and you have this full moon going on in your third house, that's definitely releasing a fear of judgment, or releasing a fear of misunderstandings or persecution, even. House of communication. Another thing to keep in mind is that even a closed mind can be really challenging and difficult to deal with. When you close your mind, you will close your heart. Remain a student forever. Allow yourself to be taught, Taurus risings. For real. Because it's this energy in your first. You got Jupiter up here. You got Uranus up here. It's like you might not have everything figured out, but you might feel like you have it all figured out. So other people can increase your scope of understanding and the meaning of your life if you listen. beyond that, Spirit, what's the message for the Taurus rising's third house full moon? What's this about? What's the cycle culminating for? Ooh, I love this. My heart is singing. Oh man, the cycle is culminating for, and what is the message for them? Falling in love with the world, falling in love with yourself, falling in love with everybody at the same time. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Developing some real empathy, having some tools for how to connect is what I'm also seeing with that third house. And that's cool. Ooh, Mercury as fuck. Yeah, straight up. And dude, check me out. That's creating abundance. Yeah, that's the message there, is you guys can create abundance by creating love. Whew. Whew. Oh man. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's some beautiful shit. If you feeling overwhelmed, open your heart. Take a deep breath, pause, open your heart. I feel like it was this one. Yeah, that's the love energy, real shit. Yup. Yep, love is all we need. That's the message for number 3, Taurus rising. Straight up. Because persecution fears, judgment fear, that's really real. I understand, man. But I will just say that, you know, that'll go a lot smoother for you when you stop attributing negative motives to other people. And that's going to be easier when you feel better about your motherfucking self. And that's going to come from taking care of yourself, treating yourself right, loving yourself, being kind to yourself, having empathy for yourself. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the work that needs to be done. It's not trying to beat yourself up and brutalize and bully yourself into growth, but to love and coach yourself and nourish yourself into it. Because when your energy feels frantic and disheveled, you need to listen to that shit and honor that and let that message be received by you. Empathize with yourself and then take action once you regulate yourself, fam. You gotta listen to your heart. That's what that shit talks about, man. I hate to say it that deep, but I'm gonna say it loud, proud, and loud. You guys, Taurus risings, you need to fucking listen to your heart. And some of y'all are not doing that. You need to fucking listen to your heart. That's how you're going to get an inner sense of direction. And I'm going to be even more clear. For some of you, it literally talks about closing your eyes and focusing on the heart and then asking the heart a question and waiting for it to respond to you for real. Specifically going within the heart. Yeah, real goddess energy. That's crazy. So many natal charts. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, there we go. So, received? I hope so. Let me know if you guys receive that. So this is very beautiful. Let's talk about the 4th house full moon. This is the moon in a very comfortable, happy spot. This is for the Aries rising. 1st house Aries, 4th house Cancer. That's going to be the full moon in Cancer in the 4th house. And this just talks about, for real, y'all are opening your heart wide as fuck. Oh, yeah. And, you know, what you're going to be seeing more than others. But also, I want to be very clear. Because this is in the home of the moon, the house the moon rules, I should say. This will say that we'll all relate to this energy. Straight up. This is about our hidden emotions coming up. And, you know, our fears coming up. And even family issues being something to look into. Might not necessarily play out like that for you, but it could be, basically, with that moon energy. Close friends, people that you allowed to get close to you. You know, this reflects your heart space. This is about living in your heart and having a sense of connection to yourself and letting that connection be the direction for your interactions with the world. All right? So for you, Aries rising, it really is about not just your own personal insecurities and your own fears and shit like that. This is about the stuff that came from your ancestry line and your family. Yeah, 1st house Cancer. This is about you moving the ball forward. My teeth, I feel this in my Saturn. Yeah, straight up, man. This is deep. Ooh, shit. This is deep. This is deep, man. Opening your heart may come with some pain, but man, we gotta do it. And I don't even want to say that, but I will just say that everything you do in the name of love will be worth it. It just looks like a painful past, man. That's the world that we live in. So we are gonna take time to grow in emotional awareness for ourselves, and that's gonna help us heal. Dude, this looks like, so much trauma. Good fucking God. Like generational traumas and karmic cycles and shit like that. Y'all are, like, a lot of you guys are breaking cycles for good, I will say. Some of you who have been doing a lot of the work and seeing a lot of strife and failure and attrition and restlessness and the message of be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient. It's like, it's coming. But ultimately, what you've been conditioned for is not an easy life. And I want to be very clear. Some of you guys might be going through the worst right now by what we were just seeing. And I get this question a lot, and you need to hear this, man. When does it get better? Gang, it doesn't get better. You get better. All right? So stop wishing that life would be better. Start wishing that you're better. And that's a Jim Rohn quote. Changed my life, man. Truly. This shit is hard. I'm not gonna hold you, man. I mean, I might, physically, but it's a figure of speech, But I'm not gonna lie to you, is what that means. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Life is hard. And breaking generational curses, cycles that are harmful, that shit is even more difficult. Because you gotta be the black sheep. You gotta elect for something better. And my God, you might get opposition. You might see the crab in the bucket. You might have your family members or friends start to oppose you. You might have people that care less than you start to blame you for shit they're not doing. And then you're like, good Lord, man, does anybody want to get out the matrix? Or are we all going to stay in the bucket? What the fuck? Are you serious? So be kind, be compassionate, man. It is hard to keep an open heart in this world because this world has a lot of pain. And I honestly think this world suffers from a misunderstanding of their pain. Just crazy. So the disparity with how emotions are regulated, we got to find a way to manage that shit healthy, I think is a Jupiter message. Be firm on your boundaries, Aries rising. I can't emphasize this shit enough, man. There might be people that you idealize, or if they are family, perhaps, you might be too lenient for some of you. So set your boundaries and remember your boundaries are for you. So when people abuse them, you remove yourself. Okay? That's how that works. You got to be around people that lift you up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what this message is. So let's go to the 5th house. I love you guys so much, man. You're going to manifest everything you desire in this lifetime. Make sure of it. Don't be around anything that would stop you from it. Okay? This is going to be Pisces rising, 5th house full moon when we get to it. I might actually leave it there and I might wind it the other way on the next one. But yeah, that's a 5th house full moon. That'll work. So what is this? Pisces rising, this is all about you. It's all about all of us with this Cancer energy, personal for sure, but not being so damn critical about yourself, not being a hater towards you. That's what this is about. Being your best friend, being encouraging towards yourself, being loving and kind and sweet and nice to yourself, man. Letting go of arrogance as well for some of y'all, where it's like that ego that even makes you beat yourself up as well. However it plays out, just, make sure that you are confident enough, reassuring and loving and confident enough in yourself that you can just be humble and just know you're the shit. Okay? That's your life. You are the shit. Don't ever fucking forget. Another thing this 5th house full moon talks about for y'all is just working on your habits, making sure that you're not distracted with some bullshit. This is how you're entertained, and it's cool to be entertained. You need to be entertained. You need fun in your life, for fuck's sake. Because I can feel it. Somebody is watching me with Saturn in Cancer, and they need to hear the shit. Like, you need to have fucking fun, my dude. That's an actual need. Good Lord, don't forget that. I didn't mean to break the fourth wall too hard, but I felt you, man. I fucking felt you. I'm standing with you. We're standing here, man. All right, so bad habits was what I was talking about. And honestly, I just think that instead of looking at it like fighting your willpower, just get more organized, for real. When you see what you want, more clarity in your life, your energy will automatically flow in the right direction. So I think the question now is like, what does your heart literally want? You might not be asking yourself that shit enough, for real. And then this is 11th house sun energy. So it's like, you know, this really asks of you, Pisces rising, more independence and more self-realization. This talks about reach deeper inside of yourself. Ask of yourself, not of anybody else. What the fuck do you want? Where do you want to go in this world? What do you want to do? What do you want to tell people, teach others? What's your message? Where the fuck are you going? Give a damn about them. What about you, fam? Because you got some wisdom and you got some power. There's a bad bitch watching this video. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you're a dreamer, too. You got a strong imagination. And you know how to manifest. So, be blessed. Oh, yes. Anything else for the Pisces risings? Don't forgive until you get what you want. I wasn't going to leave it unsaid because I heard it. Somebody needed to hear that. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Because I've been opening myself to those messages lately so I can help more people. I used to be I can relate to this shit. What I just said is like I can relate to being too damn hard on myself. So yeah, gang, we just gonna remember we have everything we need. This is the message for y'all. We have everything we need. We lack nothing. Time is on our side. Oh yes, we are successful. Ooh, a lot of love for you guys. So much love for you guys. So also work on just centering yourself with this one when it comes to this year ahead. And that's gonna help you do something with your anxiety and tension and help you really reclaim that power. Regulating your physiology, meaning how you carry your body. All right. Let's go to the Aquarius rising. I'm gonna say, let's crank this shit up this way. Yeah, let's crank it forward. Fuck yes. Are you guys enjoying this? Because I love this shit, man. I live for this. And I really enjoyed the last new moon breakdown, and I figured we could kill two birds with one stone. Kill two of God's beautiful creatures with one apparatus. Oh yeah. So it's a wombo combo, you know? So we have the sun, the one we all revolve around in Capricorn. And this is gonna be the full moon in the 6th house for my Aquarius rising family. You know, so I'm progressing the time clock a little bit by degree. We're splitting the orb a little bit, but who gives a shit? Ugh. Not me, if you were asking or wondering. All right, what's the message for the Aquarius risings? Because Aquarius at its best, let me tell you guys, is the truth. Oh yeah, it's the truth. Oh yeah. So, the thing about the 6th house full moon is that this also talks about you guys are releasing bad habits. Being more focused and organized yet again. You'll see that there's a transient blend with these houses. If it seems like the one before, like we talked about, yeah, you see what I'm saying. Basically, releasing bad habits, getting organized, doing things that are healthy, productive, useful, enriches your well-being. On some level, I'm gonna be real honest, brutally honest with my goddamn schlade of truth. Release that guilt. Quit being so damn hard on yourself. Quit holding yourself to standards that don't make no goddamn sense. Putting yourself on a cross and getting lost in the sauce and then breaking your goddamn back on that bitch. Let's not do that shit. Okay? Unrealistic standards are doomed to failure. Let's not do that shit. Let's not do that shit. Be empirical about it. All right? scientific about it. And I was going to say, for some of the Aquarius risings, what this looks like is maybe a switch of career, switch of goals, switch of vocation. You might be having transitions when it comes to your job, what you're doing. You might be looking for something deeper, different, another vehicle for yourself. A lot of you guys are going to be independent and self-employed as well. Ooh, because you've outgrown your vehicle, and that's okay. And that's actually to be expected. And I fuck with you. I respect that. And I think that's really amazing that you're basically gonna say that job, you know, bow, no more job. What job? I don't work here anymore. I've promoted myself to customer. Oh yes. And I'm happy to do that because Big Boss does what he wants. This feels like that Terry Crews thing. He's on a horse, you know? Fuck yeah. Terry Crews energy. So, another thing about y'all is don't be lazy. It's worth the reminder. Do not be lazy. Fill your life with meaningful activities. It's great to relax. You need to relax too, but do not be lazy. Make sure your rest is restful by having meaningful activities in your life. Oh yeah. And drop that perfectionism. I do want to say again, drop that perfectionism, man. You know, that journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step and it'll take 10,000 plus steps. Do the math. It's going to be way more than that actually, but you know, you get the picture. Take your time and be systematic and empirical about your approach. And the more non-emotional and procedural you come at life, the faster you're going to move forward, fam. I'm not even joking you. That's the message, is that your emotions be getting the best of you and you get overwhelmed with the work and get frustrated and take it out on yourself or your work, and that just makes you start over or just not start again, and you got to fucking quit that. You got to stop giving up. Straight up. Some of y'all got to just breathe, gain your composure, take time, take a break, and then come back for real. Learn to do that instead of giving up, because you want it so bad and you're committed to it. And honestly, this energy is telling me that like your mind is every sign, and even the universe for a lot of y'all, your spirit guides too, or everybody's pointing you in this fucking direction. So you got to stop starting over, man. I feel this in the deepest. It's like, ooh, it's in my fucking Lilith, bro. It's like deep as fuck. I'm not even trying to exaggerate. That shit hurt a lot. You gotta need deep in my fucking soul. You gotta really stop giving up on your dreams. Ooh, and be self-employed, for fuck's sake. Be self-employed, because it's not that hard. It's a lot fucking harder not to be, if you really ask me personally. But like, ooh, y'all need to make, some of y'all, you're receiving this shit. Make that lane, king or queen. Even if there's no certainty, fuck that feeling. Just go. Just go. Because I'm just taking, dude, it's like, it's this fear that's making the world suffer so fucking much. So you have to go. For real. Like, you have to really do it in spite of that fear. I don't give a fuck. You have to make this world evolve. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah. This shit is very serious, man. I'm not even gonna front. It is, man. And this shit hurts my aura at this point. This is why the world is suffering. So we gotta conquer this fear with love and generosity and empathy. Okay? Ooh, fuck, man. Bro, like, honestly, I'm trying to break the fourth wall, explain to y'all what's going on behind the camera now. Because I did this so you could see this through my perspective. When I'm making these fucking sounds, gang, my body hurts so bad. It feels like I'm going under a psychic attack. But this is me just empathically feeling these people's energy. Genuinely. Like, my body be contorting back here, man. I'd be like, ears ringing, flashing. It's weird. Like, I'm having a psychic experience over here, man. And it's a gift. I appreciate it. But I hope y'all receive that, man, because I was just taking it that whoever just listened to what the fuck I said and felt it in their body too, you, my friend, were put here to change the fucking world. So you have to live in that identity all the time as a leader. For real. be the one to solve the problems. Be the one to look for the problems and be the one to look for the solutions too. Because the power is really about to be in your life, in your hands. With this Pluto coming to your first, like the wheel is turning for you and everything's happening in divine timing. But you guys need to be self-employed and show other people how to be self-employed, because honestly, man, it's very fucking simple. It's very easy. And if we all find independence in our own lives and help each other be independent, we can bring power to the motherfucking people. Straight up. That's the message, guys. We can change our culture this way. And give freedom to our families, give freedom to the world, and get better cooperation from our fucking governments, guys. That's the fucking point. For the greatest good of all, that's why we're receiving this message. So I'm going to move on to the 7th house full moon, my friends, because I know it's getting received. I don't want to sound verbose. So let's go to the 7th house full moon. That's Capricorn rising. And, that could be a fear of people that you're releasing. Different fears in your relationships, insecurities about people, or different ideals about the world. You might be switching values as well. And this is saying, you're really getting a clearer picture of yourself. Same thing with the Cancer risings. Y'all are going through a deep self-reflection. My Capricorn rising kings and queens. Spirit, and I feel it in my hand. My the Pluto. I feel the power in you guys as well. Crazy stuff, man. Spirit, what's the message for the Capricorn risings? What's the message for them? Keep opening that heart, man, even if it hurts. And technically, if we were to switch it from the Cancer energy, this says y'all want to work on developing empathy for yourself. Or I'm sorry, that's not wrong. For yourself, but it is about others. Developing it for yourself is needed to do that, though. So you should see what I'm saying. So this felt like that same Jupiter Libra energy. It's kind of on the angle, too, from the last reading. But what I'm trying to say is idealizing others or idealizing yourself and trying to make sense of the two. Not giving too much of your power away to others is what I mean. Not surrendering your energy because you don't see a good picture of yourself. Value yourself, see that you are a powerful person, and recognize your abundance, and also respect it. Be willing to share, play, cooperate, and be graceful and optimistic, but do protect your resources too. Okay? But I see with this one, see the world in a positive light. I can't stress that enough. It's about positivity. Because this negative thinking makes it hard to learn. It makes it hard to open ourselves to information or connection. So we have to be positive. Straight up. That's really, bro, that's the message. It's like y'all be thinking yourself to death, man. Good Lord, you gotta stop that shit. Or balance that, redirect that energy. Okay? I see the Mars and the Mercury in the 12th. Yeah, you all are processing some deep shit in your life personally. And here's how I feel this 7th house full moon. I'm a Libra moon myself, so I feel like I can relate on some level. But this 7th house moon, some of y'all are really questioning your place in the world. If you're really giving what you're meant to give. If you are worth what you want. And I would say, fuck yeah, dude. If there's a hunger, there must be food. So if you have these desires, go make sure you fulfill them. Stop at nothing. Try again, try again, try again. Keep taking action. And recognize those desires or those feelings as a message from God, the universe, your higher self, whatever you want to tell yourself or label it as, but you should see what I'm saying. This says healing, taking care of yourself, and cutting off negative energies, and not speaking ill on yourself as well. For real. That's what this is about. Mental self-sabotage or self-inflicted verbal abuse. I hate this to say that because those words cut, but honestly, the repercussion of them cuts worse. So this has to be called out. Truly. Whew, fuck my heart, dude. Ow. Bro. I wish some of y'all could feel the way I feel, man, because, bro, I'm laughing, but that shit hurt so bad it made me twist my body. That was crazy. Ugh. I love it though, man. I love being a psychic. It's great. I learned so much doing these, man. But yeah, we gotta watch our words, gang. And that's how we get our next level too. I am a bad bitch. I'm the baddest bitch in the world. I really encourage y'all to exaggerate sometimes to grow into your manifestations. Because the hidden level that you're not at, you need a level of thinking that you don't currently have. Your actions, your choices, your life is basically dictated by your thoughts and feelings that you currently have. You're not hitting the next level with the same thinking. So I'm trying to tell y'all, even if you don't feel beautiful, even if you don't feel powerful, you're the most beautiful and powerful person in the world. And sometimes you can benefit from what's called an ask-formation. And that's going to be asking yourself the affirmation, because when you set it as a question, your brain will start to look for the response. Okay? So not only are you affirming something, you're sending a command to your subconscious mind. Why am I so beautiful? Why am I the most beautiful woman in the world? Why am I the most handsome man in the world? Why am I the most successful person in the world? Why does everybody love me so much? Start asking questions like that, okay? That's how you really start reprogramming your mind. That's high leverage. You guys need that, all right? We all need that shit. Fuck the you, it's us. It's us, guys. We need that shit. We need that shit. That's the message for y'all. Is this us? It's not we, it's us. That's the message. It's us. I said so much to amount to 2 words, and that's the simple message for the Capricorn rising. It's us. Okay? Deep. Remind yourself that, okay? Because you'll need it. Let's talk about the 8th house full moon. This is some deep shit. This is like Sagittarius rising, and you guys are going to be releasing some deep fears. And that's going to make your life more stable, more beautiful, more amazing. We're going to love that. And another thing about this 8th house full moon, it could be unconscious release. So you might not even be seeing everything that you're letting go of, but I do take it that you're getting specific about some of the details for real and where you're getting caught up on. And that's making massive growth for you. Those simple fucking things that we hide from ourselves, or that we don't have time or energy or agency or space to process, so we have to avoid. It's just like y'all are making some breakthroughs is what I'm seeing. And here's the thing about the 8th. Oh, my fucking root. I feel this shit, man. Like I felt that in the base of my spine. That was crazy. So you might be seeing that you're releasing certain fears with the 8th house full moon. You may see that you're releasing certain desires as well, no longer being interested in certain things. But also, you may see that you're releasing yourself from bondage in your life as well, whether that's self-inflicted or other people holding your energy, or just things holding your energy, the environment holding you, got caught up somehow. Could be the literal force of evil that you're cutting out of your life. I'm gonna be straight up and honest. That's what I saw, is that some of you guys are killing that shit off in your life, and even killing it off inside of yourself so you don't attract that shit. Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Jai Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Kali Ma. We call to the goddess Kali Ma to help us kill the evil in the world and in ourselves so we can live a beautiful, peaceful life. Blessed be. Yes, indeed. Real shit. What's the message for the Sagittarius risings? What else is there to know? Centeredness, man. I felt it and then I saw it here. Centeredness is that you're going to need to psychically protect yourself, stand up tall, straight, powerfully. Learn to protect your kingdom. Learn to protect yourself and others with your strength, okay? And see yourself as the center of your life and recognize the importance of your desires. Focus on what you want and stay in alignment with your soul's journey. And this also talks about a relentless pursuit, never giving up on yourself and never giving up on life or never giving up on your dreams. because you want to set an example for other people, gang. When it comes to this full moon, second house, sun, is really where this is for your Sagittarius rising ass. This is about reflecting on your values and your morals. Why are you doing this shit, queen or king? Why the fuck are you doing this? Who's it for? It's for us. I just told you. It's for us. So like, go hard. You get me? It's for all of us. Go as hard as you fucking can. You get me? You have a gift. Give that gift. Hold that cup out loud and proud. And mouth. I don't care if it hurts. But grandpa, my arm's getting tired. I don't fucking care. You better hold that cup out of the sky, queen. Hold it high. Straight up, man. 8 of Cups. It's for the greater good. So don't ever drain yourself dry. This is that Saturn Pisces, FYI. Don't ever drain yourself dry. Save yourself, man. Make love to your life. Make your life beautiful, but give your abundance. Give your abundance, and you'll attract something amazing into your life. Ooh, and I feel it in my sacral. Gang, you may want to work with carnelian if that's how you feeling. Get your sacral chakra feeling again. Yeah, good shit. Lord, let me just go on. Because some of y'all need a cold shower is really what that said. Or maybe you've taken 10 cold showers already and you just need to fix that shit. You just need to deal with it. Not even fix it, that's not the word, but just deal with it. Just go, where's the strength card? Slay the beast. You know? I was like, what do I fill this silence with? How do I articulate it? You saw the picture, you heard my reaction. That's what that was about. That y'all have so much goddamn energy with this 8th house full moon. You're gonna have to do something with that energy. And if you can't do something productive, enjoy your fucking self, man. Enjoy your body. 2nd house sun energy, genuinely. Go fuck yourself, man. Respectfully. I hope I don't get flagged for that shit, because I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm also trying to be cryptic and like metaphorical. That's not even that's literal. Let me stop. Let me stop, bro. Capricorn sun energy. I said what I said. You know, moving on now. I think the horse is dead. Ah, bruh. What happened to... I almost said Winnie the Pooh. What happened to Winnie? That's a horse name. I guarantee there's a horse named Winnie the Pooh somewhere. I'm calling on you, Winnie. We got the 9th house full moon. This is my Scorpio rising, kings and queens. Check it out. You see what I mean? Bow. Bow. Okay. So, what's up with this? What's up with this? So, motherfuckers be letting go of limiting beliefs, man. They be letting go of small-ass boxes that only did them temporary good. As it should. Evolution is constant. Everything grows, as you know. Don't ever fucking forget it. Pluto and Sagittarius in my 3rd fucking house. I said what I said. Card said it too. Motherfuckers be hurting out here, man. We gotta grow in understanding so we can grow in knowledge and then empathy and then love. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Grow in knowledge, grow in faith, empathy, and then love. In that order. Be smart, see the big picture, love yourself deeper, love other people deeper. In that order. Does that make sense? Does that stand to reason? Because that's what I'm seeing. Real shit, man. My third eye popped when I said that. I hope y'all listen to what I'm saying. Because I intend to entertain y'all, have a good time here, but I am here to speak the truth to you. On my 3rd house, Pluto and Sagittarius. For real. All right, so... I see also for you Sagittarius risings. No, my bad. I'm so sorry. That was the last one. It's just that the houses are kind of concurrent. It's like Scorpio rising, 9th house. This is what we just did, Sag rising. My bad. Mercury's retro. Gotta be consistent. Scorpio rising, 9th house, full moon. One thing I'm seeing you're working on, culminating in this cycle, which is awesome, is you're avoiding escapism. You're choosing to be intentional. You're choosing not to run from your problems, but take care of them. So that may be you. I say with probability, some of you who are listening need to switch that and get ready to, fuck getting ready, just choose to stop escaping. Choose to confront your problems, because they're not going to go anywhere. If not now, when are you dealing with it? Deal with it now. Take your time. Be compassionate to yourself. Realize why we are here. Learn about it. All you got to do in life is learn, is what this says. That's all you're meant to do, is just learn. Some of y'all expect yourselves to have this shit figured out, and that's why you suffer so fucking much. Stop that shit. You just got to learn. Be mindful if your beliefs are limiting you or oppressing you or bullying you or harming you, because they can. It's very possible. And if it's even slightly possible, it's entirely worth looking into, okay? For real. For real. Make sure your will to heal is stronger than your will to escape. You're going to go amazing places, y'all. I promise you. Because I take it you guys are trying to learn about the meaning of your responsibilities, what you doing here. Be careful how you speak to yourself, too. You're going to find peace through giving, peace through generosity, peace through sharing your gifts. You got to reach down inside of yourself and ask yourself, what do you want life to receive from you? What do you want to receive from life? You got to give that shit, man, and you'll receive it. Yeah, what do you want to leave for the world? It's the season of giving, isn't it? Yeah, what are we going to give to the world? We got a gift for the world. Venus and Scorpio, you guys have been glowing up. You've been having a good time. I sure hope so. Hope you've been enjoying yourself. Stay focused is what I'm seeing. Enjoy your motherfucking life, but do stay focused on some bigger picture stuff, on moving yourself forward, growing, and not being too distracted. That's what this is telling me, is y'all be distracted too. Distractions, by definition, have to go if you want to grow. You've got to get rid of the fucking distractions, man. Because we're hitting the next level is what I'm seeing. We're evolving. We're going up. We're becoming more powerful. We're gaining new vision and perspective. And this is putting us at a higher level of responsibility. So you have to stop fucking around, basically. Be more intentful. Be more direct. Do more with the resources you have is what this is. Quit worrying about shit you can't control. Quit worrying about shit that doesn't matter. Quit trying to impress people you don't care about. Quit trying to keep up with the Joneses. Focus on your purpose. Focus on your purpose. That shit says it's an assignment. It's not even a motherfucking job at this point. It's like, this is what my higher self wants me to do. That's what I'm seeing for you. It's that attitude. It's like, anything in the world, I would do this. That's the life I'm seeing for y'all, is like living in alignment with yourself. But you've got to find this connection inside of you, and nobody's going to give it to you. And I think some of you guys have given too much power away to others, and that's why you keep cycling this shit. You expect somebody to hand that shit to you, man, because you hand things to other people. No, hand it to yourself. You get nervous and you start thinking that you got to do things you don't have to do. That's also why, keeping up with the Joneses, man. Independence, basically, it's like that gives you a deeper level of ability to honor, your gifts. For real. This world sucks sometimes, man, and this world can be really cruel. So you got to make sure you got your own back, is what I see here. Okay? If you got your own back, nobody can stop you. 4-4. That's wild. These were kind of stuck together. It says it might be overwhelming, but if you got your own back and you love yourself, man, you're not going to be held back by anything or anybody. Damn sure not yourself. Straight up, man. So alignment is the message for you, Scorpio risings. Is all your energy going in the same direction, or do you have discontent or friction somewhere inside of yourself. And you can only go as hard for others as you go hard for yourself. So stop fucking around. Quit meddling in other people's affairs. Go fucking faster and set the pace, is what this said. Is that you're holding yourself back by trying to impress other people, and that's bullshit. It's only you. I know I keep saying it's us, gang, but it's like in understanding that it is us, you gotta go as hard as you fucking can so everybody else can see that they gotta go hard too. That's what leadership is about. That's what that shit's about, gang. That's what that's about, gang. That's what meta gang is about, gang. That's about taking our principles to the highest level and highest leverage and going fucking bonkers so everybody can accelerate the divine will through themselves. Dude, what I'm saying, this is an esoteric conversation, so some of y'all aren't hearing me, and it's okay, because it's meant for only a select few. But I will say that select few, you guys are generating miracles in people's lives. And it's beyond language sometimes. It's beyond explanation, but you have true magical abilities. And they exist beyond the language that you speak. So, like, that's crazy. Like, you guys really make miracles for people. You can turn something out of nothing. Make something out of nothing for real. That's a very powerful energy. So you really gotta, again, go hard. Share that with the world. Truly. Ninth house talks about gifts, expansion, travel. Try to see something different. Okay? You guys have been working on it. So stay true to your vision. Stay true to yourself. That's my message for you, okay? Stay true to your vision. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your vision. Stay true to yourself. And listen to others, man. But ultimately, you got to have that sense of direction from your heart. That's what that said, okay? So let's talk about the 10th house full moon, which is the Libra rising. And what that's going to be is y'all are releasing the fear of failure, releasing the fear of judgment, persecution, oppression even. And also what I'm seeing for a lot of you guys is that can-do attitude. You're literally learning how much of a boss you are. So I see you're doing this, but let me be clear. What you have to do is stop saying I can't. Quit telling yourself you can't do shit, man. You gotta be intentional with your words. This come up in many of these signs already. And what that literally says is it speaks to different parts of every single one of us. Slow your mind down so you can be more loving in your mind. And then more confident, more powerful. You can't allow yourself to hold yourself back is what that says. Fuck no. Fuck no. Even if your pattern sucked, even if your mom and dad sucked, even if people don't treat you right, even if life was hard on you, you just can't let yourself hold yourself back, man. You can't let your past be the reason your future sucks. That's bullshit, man. We ain't gonna do that, man. That's exactly what I said. My arm hurts, man. That's my Gemini going like, ow, that message really was received by somebody. Oof. Ooh. I like reading through my body, but I'm also learning maybe different ways to read through my mind, less than my physical body, because this should be intense sometimes, y'all. It literally felt like somebody like karate chopped my shoulder when I made that sound. Trying to break the fourth wall, tell you what's up. But gangy, that's the word, gangy. 10th house, full moon, Libra gang. I just see you building some shit. I see you really working on your dreams. Some of you guys are gonna need to be self-employed as well. And you're gonna get rich as fuck doing it because you're gonna make, the whole point of business, hear me out, hear me clear. The whole point of business is make the world better. So by making your business, putting your own unique spin on things, putting your gifts into it, yeah, the world is gonna pay you generously because you are being generous to the world. Oh yeah, love that for you. But you can't hold yourself back. You can't be too afraid that people aren't gonna like you because some people are gonna hate it. And if they hate it, they hate it. Fuck it, doesn't matter. They might hate it. Give a damn. Do you like it? Do you see the value? Do you see the function and form? Go fucking bonkers. Go do it. Give a damn what they think or feel. This fuck the world energy for real. You love the world so much, you're like, you're gonna take me and my gifts. I don't care if you like it or if I fail or I'm not received, I'm still going to be me. And I'm going to figure out how I can be me and help the world. And then we can all win. It's about be systematic, be procedural. It's a game. Why you take it so serious? It's only a game. So, play to have fun and also play to win. You better be playing to win, man, but you better have fun too. A woo. A wooga woo. All right. All right. You're never stuck, just... Okay, you're never stuck, just suck. So instead of sucking, get better. You never tried everything. This is what I want to tell you guys. Some of you said you've tried everything. If you tried everything, because you're tired of this shit, if you tried everything, you'd have what you want. So you never tried everything. There's a thing that you could do that would get your result. If you hope for something, that says you believe that it's possible. So you haven't tried everything. Keep working. And you're going to motherfucking find gold to stop giving up on yourself or your dreams. That is not okay. That's not okay. You heard me say that earlier, but you can't fucking give up on your dreams, man, because this same fear is the shit that's oppressing the whole world. Fear is the key to oppression, and the reason we suffer collectively so much is because people don't bet on their goddamn selves, or they wait for handouts, or they're waiting for the world to do something for them when they really don't realize they are the motherfucking world. Looking for someone to save you, bitch. You gotta save you. Nobody's coming. No one's coming. You gotta save the world, fam. You have to save the world. Nobody's coming to save your ass. You gotta save the world. You hear what I'm saying? That's a lot to take in. You're like, me? I just got here. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, you. Slow down. Here's a sword. You'll need this. Yeah, straight up. Your mind is powerful. Learn how to wield that bitch. So is your heart. Learn about all your tools, gangy. Learn about all your tools, gangy, and slow the fuck down. You running too fast. Straight up, you run way too fucking fast. It takes a world. It takes a village, man. So you're going to take time to learn yourself, and then you can help others learn themselves, and then you can be, your unique gifts. And it's a process, man. It's a whole video game. So take your motherfucking time. Enjoy that shit too. Because you're going to love it. Oh my God, you're going to love it. This is your favorite fucking game. What the hell are you bitching about? You asked to play this game, for fuck's sake. What the fuck? I would eject this shit, but I'm going to make you play it twice now for that shit. You asked to play this game. Get the fuck out of here. Learn how to enjoy your damn self, man. Look at that. That's what that says. Pluto, 5th house, Virgo can relate. All right. So how about you create some joy for the world? How about you open up a can of whoop ass on your fears for real and just fuck around and find out how great you are in the face of adversity? Fuck yeah. How about that? I'm waiting. Ooh, this is me. Fuck yes, dude. Heavens, yes. I'm excited. This is for the Virgo rising kings and queens like myself, divine beings. Virgo in the 1st house. And let's go Pluto. Yeah, because we winning out here, man. Winning. Ooh, yeah, we want Pluto in the 1st because it's power. What's the message for the Virgo risings with the full moon in the 11th house? And this one talks about also getting rid of a fear of people. Same thing with that 7th house full moon. Getting rid of a fear of other people. Getting rid of a fear of the world. Getting rid of a fear of the future. Having fucking hope. And not feeling like it's gonna suck, And if you're a Virgo rising like myself, or you have some strong Virgo, you know what I'm talking about, that negative ass thinking and just being a dick to yourself in the world, or assuming the worst, or just pessimistic, being a Debbie fucking Downer. I went off in the 12th house, y'all. Pardon me. I was trying to think of like synonyms for Debbie Downer. Couldn't think of any. So I'm back. Okay. But hey, this is what I was talking about, man. It's like, this is the assumption that if I go towards what I want, it's not going to be good. fuck, that hurts me a lot. That's a personal struggle because I'm a Virgo rising. Which other ones relate? Let me know in the comments if your Virgo rising ass relates, because I'm being vulnerable out here. I'm releasing the feeling of embarrassment. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Ask me if I give a damn. Do you give a damn, Mark? No, I don't give a fucking damn. I don't. Ask me again. Mark, do you? I don't give a damn. Doesn't matter. Jabroni. It doesn't matter. So what I'm seeing is a brighter future. I'm seeing all that bullshit's gonna stay in the past, essentially. We're gonna really have a great time. And we're gonna use the law of assumption as leverage and go say that spell, like I said. Why are things so fucking easy for me? Why is everything always working out for me? Why do I create things better than I imagine? Why does the universe keep blessing me? Why is this so fucking awesome? Why do I feel amazing all the time? Why do I have the best problems? Why do I have the best life? Why do I have the perfect life? Why does the whole universe want me to succeed? Fuck it, flip it around, you know? We gonna flip it a script it and dip it up. Don't come on here rapping, I'm stacking and making it happen. Oh, hold on. Let me keep going. And I'm up in here. Okay, stop. No, let me keep going. But I'm not a rapper though. All right. Let me pull a couple cards. Let me see what's up for these boys and girls. And non-binary. We got the passion of the soul. And we got a picture to focus it in right here. Whew. What can we do with that? A whole lot, apparently. Spirit said that's all we need. Oh, shit. Be obsessed with your dreams. Be obsessed with your goals and do anything you can to pursue it. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It's like, hey, you need to give yourself constant reinforcement. There's a lot behind this, but Queen of Wands, straight up. Constant reinforcement, empathy, and love for yourself, and then stay focused on your desires. Don't be lazy, don't be overwhelmed. Keep moving your energy forward towards what you want to go towards. And everything's going to unfold beautifully for you. I feel like that's basically it. You just got to keep loving on yourself. Keep getting in the feeling of your manifestations. I think that's the biggest challenge when it comes to switching our paradigms is you can think the positive thoughts, but you have to regulate your body and make sure you feel that shit, okay? Whatever you need to do to play that emotional gymnastic game, do that, okay? That's the message for the Virgo risings, is make sure you feel good. Straight up. 11th house. Feeling good is going to free you right now. Getting comfortable in the world, getting comfortable in yourself, getting comfortable by yourself. Ooh, that's a real one for y'all. Because I feel it in myself pretty deep too. As I said that, let me say it again. Getting comfortable by yourself, Virgo risings. Damn, the more I say it, the more that gets released from me. Comfortable by yourself. Getting comfortable by yourself. Loving yourself. Go fuck yourself. I like that I can say more on YouTube than TikTok. Go fuck yourself. Respectfully. You don't need anybody else. Because you got yourself. Hey, I'm working here. I'm fucking working. I'm fucking working here. Don't interrupt me. I'm fucking working. Because I'm a Virgo rising. That's how that shit works. You should already know by now. And look on the bright side. You see me pull some upside down cards? I don't give a damn. I'm gonna flip it upside right. Because it's all about looking on the bright side. Real shit. I have control over my perceptions. That's what I just fucking told you. Don't you ever fucking... You see me roll it right back? I'm nice like that. Somebody stop him. He's a fucking wizard. I'm trying to tell y'all I really exist. Yet I'm no thing. Make that make sense. Oh, think about it. If SpongeBob real, then pineapples must be real. Law of correspondence. Head ass. All right, let's talk about the 12th house full moon. That's going to be Leo rising. Are you guys excited? We love a Leo rising, king or queen, divine being, non-binary even. Doesn't matter where you sit on the gender polarity. I don't give a damn. Love you regardless. But the Leo rising, lioness, lion being regal ass stars, you are. These motherfuckers got the moon in the 12th house. And what that means is letting go of the unconscious shit. How the fuck does that work? Rest, release, just letting it be. Oh yes, indeed. So this one might be playing more out in the unconscious. Some of y'all be wrestling with God and shit. But and I just say that it's about y'all's inner journey's been a big focus lately. So this is about feeling at one with the universe, feeling great about your space, feeling at peace. Feeling at peace. Oh yes. So this is the message. This culminates our whole reading, literally, with this being the last one. I want us all to say, I feel at peace. Speak those words out to the universe out loud. I feel at peace. I feel at peace. I feel so at peace. So what you are going to be releasing with this one is fears of persecution, fears of being attacked, basically. This is fear, not even fears, but just escapism habits, the bad habits as well. Running, retreating, getting overwhelmed and backing off from what you're actually meant to do, cutting that shit out. Going towards growth. Honestly, this means not being negative. Not fucking complaining about shit you can change. And honestly, not complaining at all, because that does reflect a lack of gratitude. And it's not toxic positivity, no spiritual bypassing. Empathize with yourself for your struggles and how hard life can be and how difficult it can be and how confusion can play a part in it too. So like, you're not meant to have everything figured out, but don't be negative. Be positive. Make a choice to be positive always. Be positive always. And also, this says be mindful of the habits again. 12th house energy, south node energy. Gang, y'all are Y'all are gonna be coming up on a lot of peace. I said this before, but that's what that says, North Node Libra. A lot of peace is coming up for y'all, and it's like, because the South Node is actually in Libra, and I'm pulling this energy in reverse now, this kind of tells me that you guys are really being tossed a lot of challenges on a spiritual level, and you're really cleansing a lot of the world's karma. So you guys, I will say, this is crazy, but out of all the 12 zodiac signs, perhaps, maybe besides Capricorn, where Pluto is right now, you guys have things pretty much the hardest. Maybe you and Capricorn placement energy. It's not a competition. We're not saying that to be tit for tat, but I just want y'all to understand, like, the shit you're processing by yourself alone, and even when it comes to your spirituality and the way that you invest your sacrifices, that's really deep. And I see you guys been taking on a lot, and you might have been taking on too much, or you feel like you have to take on this and you're not getting enough. It's all for a good cause, and you're a great leader. So stay true to yourself. Stay true to the world. Flipped it over, just say, yeah, for real, stay true to yourself. Stay true to the world, basically. What's the message for the Leo risings when it comes to this moon in the 12th? You're never stuck. Okay? If you're doing the work, you're never stuck. If you have love in your heart and you're willing to connect to yourself, you're never stuck. Connection is direction. If you have empathy for yourself, you're in a new world that gives you access to the whole universe. If you feel yourself, okay? That's real, guys. Libra moon energy now. Create inner peace. Create inner peace. I really recommend to whoever is hearing me now, it's like I really would tell you to take your hand and put your palm on your heart. Put your palm on the center of your chest and breathe like that. And when you do this, you'll actually close the heart chakra, or make sure that all your energy stays in your heart. And when you breathe, open your heart with your hand on your heart. I said this before, I'm gonna really make this the most important message, guys. We have to have a sense of direction from our heart, because connection is direction. If we can't feel, if we can't connect our emotions, we can't hear the higher self. We can't hear God. We can't hear our own thoughts, literally, if we don't open our heart. You might be closed off to yourself and just picking up everybody else's thoughts, man, because your psyche is very profound. So you got to take time to be in your own energy. Guys, I love the fuck out of you so much. I'm wishing the best for all of you and a happy new year. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, Yuletide blessings. Make a plan, take action, guys. The only way for things to change for you is if you change. So, the world is always changing. I just want you to have a sense of direction, an imagination, a vision. Go after it. Life can be beautiful for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know. Leave a comment. I would love to read it. And make sure you guys join Simplified Astrology. Link in the bio, markdavidmeyer.com. I will see you guys on the other side. Blessed be.